What's going on, everybody? This is CDL Shorty, and this will be my last and final message to you guys. I want to send you guys off with a last bang, a good hurrah. You have to stand up and fight for this. Okay? Broker transparency, you have to fight for it. But my thing is, a lot of people get it twisted because they act like they don't understand that. Guess what? This is an actual law. This is an actual law that is on the books. So when I hear other truckers say, I don't care about broker transparency and we ain't doing nothing for broker transparency, that's selfish, because are you sitting there saying that you're okay with a freight broker disobeying the law? You have to stand up and fight for something. Guess what? Do you know who the TIA is? The TIA has put in a total of 9 petitions to Washington. They all been shot down, but they still continue to do it. Who is the TIA, might you ask? I'm glad you asked. I'm glad you asked. Not only will we be talking about the TIA in this video, but we'll be talking about your MCS 90 as well. My wish for you guys as I part y'all, continue to educate yourself. Continue to be knowledgeable. Don't follow people that sell a lifestyle. Alice Good Energy sells a lifestyle. Box Truck Shorty sells a lifestyle. They're all fake as fuck. They're not telling you that, guess what? You only one paycheck away from being on the streets. Box Truck Shorty says, guess what? He shows his Mercedes and all this. Guess what? If you take my box truck course, you'll have a Mercedes and a Benz and Beamer and all. That's bullshit. Educate yourself. Don't be a follower. Be a leader. Don't be a follower. Be a leader. Now, there's some people out here that want to debate about broker transparency. And they say, don't deal with freight brokers. Become your own freight broker. Okay, cool. I become my own freight broker. My friends become their own freight broker. That's a selfish mindset. Why? Because there's over 1 million truckers out there, correct? You think 1 million truckers are going to become their own freight brokers? Some of them are lazy. Some of them don't have time. Some of them don't have the mental capacity to juggle all of it. But guess what's still running out there? Carrier 411 still running. Carrier 411 still running. Highway, Carrier Assure, still the vetting processes. I'm fighting for everybody, not just myself, but for everybody. And I need people to get on board with me. Like this video, hit the like button. What's the TIA, people? The TIA in trucking stands for the Transportation Intermediaries Association. The TIA provides advocacy, education, and resources for businesses involved in moving goods across various transportation methods. In short, the TIA supports the freight broker and logistics industry, working to ensure that these intermediaries operate professionally and in compliance with regulations. They're on the freight broker's side. Third-party logistics. They put in a total of 9 petitions. I need y'all to get that. So if they're fighting strongly for it, why aren't we? When you say stop taking cheap freight, you have to talk about deregulation. Deregulation made cheap freight possible. It made competition possible. It made Walmart, Kmart, Amazon possible. It brought in big box companies into play. So you can't just say, please stop taking cheap freight. You have to do your history, and you have to learn what happened in 1935 and what happened in 1980. In 1935, the railway system was boycotting the trucking industry because they felt like we were getting all the freight and they weren't. That's why shippers are still paying 1980 rates in 2025. Freight broker transparency. Title 49 CFR 371.3C. It was in our favor at first. You have to go back to 1984. See, before that, brokers, they were just salespeople. And guess what? That was actually to protect them. It was in our favor, but it was protect them. If you don't believe me, guess what? Yellow Freight was the first one to oppose it. That's actual record. You can go and check that out. We were getting paid directly from the shippers, right? Then we were cutting them a piece of the pie. The ICC said, guess what? That's cool, but guess what? You got to operate between 1% and 10% and pay them that. The freight broker said, well, how are we going to know? Then guess what they did? They got smart. They got their own capital. They got in beds with factoring companies, and they took their power back. Also, factoring companies. You need to know about non-recourse and recourse. A good factoring company will charge you between 1% and 2.5%. If you ever paying 5%, that's too damn high. MCS 90, what is it? The Federal Motor Carrier Act of 1980 established the need for trucking companies and carrier transporting hazardous materials to show they are physically responsible. Additionally, these companies and carriers need to have the insurance or bonds necessary to cover the public in case of an accident or another event that cause loss or life or product. The MCS 90 is an endorsement serving as proof of this coverage that the companies may have in order to stay compliant. MCS 90 and nuclear, they kind of work hand in hand, except nuclear verdicts are 10 million and above. Educate yourself, please. Going forward, every trucker, please start educating yourself. Get out that truck. Stop doing them stupid ass TikTok dances. Stop making trucking look sexy and sweet. Get out that truck. Do your proper pre-trips. You box trucks, do y'all's proper pre-trips. Learn to see if your turbo is going out. Take that turbine in that turbo fan and wiggle it. If it's got a lot of play in it and it goes back and forth, guess what? Your turbo is about to blow. If it's shooting out oil, your turbo is about to go. Learn your hub seal. Please. Stop doing that stupid ass bullshit, them TikTok dances and all that. Stop it. Stop making trucking look sexy. When are we going to get back to the real deal? People that's scared to drive in winter, stop being unprofessional. Put you some chains on that truck. Get you some rubbing alcohol, some kitty litter, some de-icer stuff. Let's get back to it, people. So moving forward, guys, please do me this favor. Please like this video. Please continue to educate yourself. And if you're going to be in this industry, please, please, please be in this industry. Okay? Also, last point, organ donating. Think about it. Continue to give blood. Did you know that, guess what? Everybody that gets an organ transplant, they have to sign a petition to say that they're okay with getting a blood transfusion. When you give blood, you are saving someone's life. Think about it. Continue to be the hero that I know you are.